Hey you guys, I am in our little orchard garden, like our above ground garden, and I just harvested a bunch of rhubarb. It's bigger, way bigger than my head. They're so pretty. I think I love the leaves, but here are the stalks. So I have a little short about this, but rhubarb only needs to be 10 inches long and then you can harvest it. It doesn't have to be red or pink. That's just kind of what obviously they sell in the store. That's what we're used to, but it doesn't need to be those colors. The green is the exact same flavor as the red. And so this is fully mature rhubarb. Yeah, it does have some red at the bottom, but the green stalks are perfectly fine. So this rhubarb, I don't have a plan for it tonight, but it definitely needed to be harvested. There's some other stalks trying to come in, and I'm at my kind of end of rhubarb harvesting season. So it can get pretty bitter towards the middle of summer. So I'm gonna harvest all of this, and then I'm going to chop it, and then I'm going to put it in freezer bags and freeze it. But I'm sure my family would love for me to make something. I've already gotten a request for a rhubarb muffin, so I might do that. I might leave some fresh and make those in the morning. But for tonight, I am just harvesting it and enjoying the sunlight, and it's like that perfect golden hour. Oh. And I love it. The birds are chirping, the chickens all come out to get their little extra bugs, and it's almost 8 o'clock, and I have not started night chores, so you can wish me luck on that one. I don't know how Sunflower, our little goat, has not, I don't think she's seen me, because she would normally just be yelling at me, telling me that I'm past milking time. But I've just been working inside and kind of enjoying the quiet night. It was just a busy day, and so now I'm walking through the gardens and doing some last minute harvesting and just kind of enjoying this time. So this is kind of cool. As I walk through, I'm seeing some plants that I didn't really know I had, or that volunteered. So this is feverfew. Feverfew looks like this. Here's what the leaves look like. So feverfew is like #1 migraine prevention herb. So you can brew it as a tea or do a tincture or make a salve or anything that you would do with another medicinal herb. But this little powerhouse is awesome for anti-inflammatory. It can also be used for like skin irritations, quite literally like reduction in fevers. But migraines is the big one. So it actually volunteered. I kind of recognized the leaf, so I didn't pull it when I saw it, but now I'm really glad I didn't pull it and think it was a weed, because it is awesome and I'm really excited. So you can just pluck the little flowers off. They kind of remind me of chamomile or like a little daisy, but it's not. It's an awesome medicinal herb, so that's kind of fun that I found that in the garden. There's a lot of like surprises and volunteers that I love. I love when like pumpkins come up in the compost pile, which we have. We have a pumpkin growing in the potato patch. We have a pumpkin growing in, the goat pen. And that's the best. That's like letting you know that plants want to grow. It's so cool. Let's see what else there is around here. Okay, this is one of my favorite squash that we grow. This is my favorite squash that we grow. It is called a candy roaster squash. We have been saving the seeds for, I think this is our 3rd year of like not buying seeds off of these. They are these enormous oblong squash. They are so sweet. I do all my pumpkin pies from these. I can them and then do pumpkin muffins and bread, because they taste just like pumpkin, but they're just so sweet. They're so creamy. They're so good. And so we save the seeds off of them and then regrow them the next year. And they just love growing. They just want to grow. Anywhere we put them, they grow. So this is one of them. My little guy put one here in. They're getting bigger. These are all from seeds. And like this little guy. See what else I noticed? That I put in, like I pulled all this lettuce out because it got too big, and then I just like threw it and it turned on its end and literally like started to grow a new lettuce. So literally, I mean, these plants, like, they're just desperate to grow. This radish kind of did the same thing, which is so funny. It's sending out roots and it just wants to grow so bad. But I pulled it out. Because it was just getting Oh, this is kind of a nice one. I found a couple extra radishes. That might be kind of nice. I'm gonna save that guy. I did not get my radish fix. That is a problem. So that means I'm gonna have to do a lot in the fall. Radishes, I already have a list of crap I missed in the spring. Collards, a lot of collards, radishes. I'd like to do turnips. Shoot, there was something else that oh, spinach. So I'm gonna do a ton of spinach and preserve it and use it for smoothies. A ton of spinach. That is like a bed of spinach I wanna do. Okay, that is my favorite little squash. Super fun to grow. Look how sweet these are. These are a new zinnia I'm growing this year, Senorita zinnias. They're so pretty. They're like this peachy pink color. There's more feverfew. What is it? Hold on, baby. So cute. And zinnias are all cut and come again. So even if a variety says cut and come again, they all grow more when you pick more. So when I see a bloom, I mean, I usually leave one on to enjoy in the garden, but when I see a bloom, I cut it, bring it in the house, and then so many more will start blooming and popping up. This one is looking a little sad, actually. So I'll have to figure out kind of what that is. That might be a heat thing. So lovely. So rhubarb leaves are toxic to animals, but I'm gonna use them as mulch so I don't waste them. They're these enormous leaves. They'll just kind of compost down. I mean, this is my hand. Like, they're just huge. We're just gonna cover this guy because for whatever reason, this could use some love. And they'll just decompose. I'm gonna use them all over here. I am hot, as you can tell, and I took a nice little walk in the garden to see all the little changes that happen like daily, which is so fun. And I found some green beans, so that's what I'm gonna have for dinner or a snack because that sounds so good. I got my stalks of rhubarb, got the leaves all down for mulch, and I'm gonna go start chores because it is almost 8 o'clock and everyone's yelling at me. Everyone except for my kids, who I'm sure are hungry too. So I'm gonna go feed everybody, and I will see you guys in the next one.